What is going on, everyone? My name is Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Empires 4 build order action. Going to be coming at you today with some Holy Roman Empire shenanigans. Been a lot of players having trouble with the French on the ladder. I'm here to tell you, don't you worry. This is not a matchup you should shy away from. We're going to be showing this one on Arabia. And the thing that makes the Holy Roman Empire so strong is the prelate and the relic. So the question is, how do we get to the state of which we are going to enjoy our game? And I'm here to say that it's very, very simple. We are going to be going in with a semi-fast castle. That is the game plan. We're up against the French. The French are going to go in with knights every single time. We are, in a way, we are metagaming slightly, but it's so obvious what they're going to do. They give it away so very, very early. So just to start things off, first things first, we're going to make one villager and then make our prelate. You could probably make the prelate straight away. It doesn't matter all too much, but we want to get this house down. We want to get this mining camp, and then we're going to put 4 villagers over onto gold, getting ourselves scouted. And this will set us up to get to the second age really, really fast. And because we're going up against the French, we don't want to be aggressive. It doesn't matter. We don't need to get to the second age quickly or as fast as them. So the way we slow ourselves down isn't by putting our landmark up later and going for some sort of technologies or anything like that straight away. We just simply put less villagers on the landmark than we otherwise would. So important here to take our prelate off of food over to our gold villagers here. Make sure that they're having a fun time. And we're going to start empowering those. We've got that fourth, or inspiring those. Yeah, we got that 4th villager now coming over here. Now, we don't actually need any more villagers on food at this point. When you're inspiring your... Ooh, I probably could have found another pick over there. But anyways, I'm not paying attention too much. You don't really need to have more than 6 villagers on food in the dark age ship in order to advance. So we're going to immediately start putting villagers over onto the wood situation here. Ooh, this is an average map. I should have put the wood camp somewhere else. I should have put the wood camp here so I could use the berries. Well, that's life, and we just have to deal with it. Okay, so I'm going to run around, drop my pigs off, and the thing is, we're going to need to wait here, and we're going to wait for 3,800. I'm going to grab these villagers, pop this over here, bring them over here, and this, you do this, and you guys will actually be my ancient chapel. Let's pop it here. So we do hit a little bit. We don't need to have 6 villagers on food right now. We need 5, and we're just going to leave 1 villager on gold. This is important. This is important, leaving the 1 villager on gold, but we do have to be careful because there's going to be a weakness here that we can get raided on. So we're going up to 8 villagers on wood, and then we're going to put villagers over onto food. So I'm just going to empower my wood villagers. The ancient chapel is going to be great for us, and fantastic. Everything is coming up. Millhouse. So as soon as we can afford our barracks, we want to throw that one down because the knights will be coming, and we do need more spears than he has knights. But the good thing is that our spears cost less than his knights. So I think it's 2 spears beat 1 knight or something like that. So we don't have to worry too much. And he's not going to want to sack his knights at all. So he's not going to attack us where we're weak. So where are we weak? We're weak here. We're weak here. So we're going to need spears on both of those locations and potentially spears here a little bit later. Part of this map here is probably more French favored because we're not probably going to be able to get our hunt. There's some maps where you can have a fantastic time getting your hunt nice and easily, but this isn't one of them. Okay, so we've got 1 more villager to come onto wood, and then we need to get our house, and we need to then start putting villagers over onto food. We are going to go onto this berry bush here, so we might need spears over here as well. And that's going to be fine. We're staying 1 town center, and we are going to be building ourselves a stable as well. We're going to be going spearmen, horsemen, and this way we're going to be able to get some raids onto our opponent while we're defending. That's basically what the horsemen are for, and they're also to counter those pesky archers that our opponent's going to make. As soon as you start making spears, your opponent will make archers. It is a natural progression, so we just preempt that and be fantastically happy about our life decisions. Let's only put one villager onto this mill. The reason we're building this mill in any case here is because we want to get this upgrade wheelbarrow. That's why we left one villager on gold, and that's going to be fine. Now we want to put our we want to get our stable as well, so let's chuck that up. I kind of have a little building wall here. It doesn't do a whole lot. He can still run straight in, but this is going to make him kind of deter him from wanting to run in. Keep getting ourselves spearmen. We want to go up to about 15 villagers on food, maybe 20 villagers on food before we start putting villagers over onto gold to start making our way to the castle age here. Now, the things you want to be happy about seeing are, we should be scouting our opponent. Things you want to be happy about seeing are if your opponent goes for a fast second town center, if your opponent it basically just goes full feudal knights. You don't build, if you don't see archer ranges, you don't need to build too many of these. You just sit back and live the dream. But those are the things we're sort of looking for in a way. Keep building houses. And living the dream. Now, because we are going now, these villages here can also come off of wood and come over to gold as well. So this setup here works to go spearman archer, horseman archer as well. So you do have to modify the build just a little bit. So I've taken these villages off here, and I'm just going to spam units just to show you how this all works. We go up to about what is it? Seven villagers on gold. Oh, I just got some more sheep. Let's bring those home. And we get ourselves immediate wheelbarrow. And once we have 7 villagers on food, on gold, we start putting more villagers over onto food. And because we've got the ancient chapel here, these berries are going to be really, really strong. It's going to be actually probably, it will be better than going over to the hunt. So we can just kind of sit here and just live the dream for a little bit. Oh, can I get this sheep? Can I get this sheep? Oh, he doesn't want the sheep. I want the sheep. Yum, yum, yum. Give me my sheep. Fantastic. All right. So that's fine. And now we've got 7 villages here. We'll just start putting villagers over onto our berries and keep getting these houses here. And you can see that the resources come in very nicely. Can I bring these guys over here maybe? All right. And we'll be fine. I haven't scouted very well here, but, you know, it's an AI, so I don't really care. If I lose the game, I lose the game. But at this point, your opponent will probably have knight archer. So when you take the fights, you just need to make sure that your horsemen run onto the archers and your spearmen go onto the knights. It's a pretty simple micro. You don't have a lot to do, and you can just live the dream. All right. So, and you can see that gold income's coming up. And at this point, you have to ask yourself, okay, how many more units do I need to build? And see what he's doing. So if you basically look at to see if he's going for stone. If he goes for stone, stop building units and just go castle age. If he keeps building units, keep building units. It's as simple as that. And eventually you will get to the next age. We can also get ourselves, our hardened spearman is also kind of an important upgrade. So I'll just keep building some dudes. And the reason we're doing this, the reason we don't care, actually the reason we're happy our opponent goes 2 town center when we're not, is that we are not going for a 2 town center first. What is more important is getting these relics. These relics here each give us 300 gold per relic, which is equal to, if you have all 3, it's equal to 20 villagers. So if we can get those relics before our opponent has spent enough time on that town center, remember it's 20 seconds, so every minute's 3 villagers. So that's something like, I can't do the math, 7 minutes before he gets those 20 villagers out of that town center, and he also has to pay for it. So we're just going to be a mile in front of our opponent. And you can see these resources start coming in very, very quickly here. And it all kind of works out. Yes, I would have to scout my opponent to see if I need to keep building units or not. And that's fine. If our opponent goes full feudal, we can win with full horses and spearmen. We can definitely win those fights. So no worries there. We're going to get ourselves another prelate here as well and go to the next age. I probably should have gone to the next age first. We take all these villages off of food and we build ourselves the Rignitz Cathedral. If it will ever come here. Let's dump this. I think we'll be able to get there. Fantastic. Rignitz Cathedral. This villager will come up to here. This guy will come over to here. And we immediately get those relics. You can send an escort out here to make sure that he doesn't just snipe it out. And you'll be fine. And then we just start building units again. We just start building. We leave the villagers on gold for the time being. Keep coming over onto food. Live the dream. We can even like think about coming over here. The one important thing to do is to get a market, because what will happen with this is you'll just have an excessive amount of gold. So you just want to be buying, basically buying food and wood for a lot of the game here, and these villagers can simply come over here. And what we want to do when we're in the next age here is twofold. We want to build archery ranges. We're going to be going in with crossbows, and two, we want to be going in with did I say crossbows? Springald. So we will be wanting villagers on wood. And as soon as we get these relics, we kind of want to take our villagers off of their resources here, respective of this gold. When we have these things here, we can put them over onto wood and we'll be fine. I'm just going to come over here. Normally I would want to put a town center on this, but it's an AI. I don't care. Anyways, we just keep on going, keep powering ahead. In fact, we can just leave the spears over here at this point. And the relics come in. Now, obviously, a good player who is going to be playing against the Holy Roman Empire. Oh, excuse you. You are coming here. A good player who's going to be playing against the Holy Roman, he's going to make it hard for you to get these relics. So you have to play around that. It's as simple as that. You have to play around that. Okay, so now we can start making ourselves... Okay, so here's these things. Where are my dudes? My horsemen. We also have this... Oh, let's not fight just yet. We also have this upgrade here called Emergency Repairs, which essentially is some broken upgrade, and just live the dream. So grab that relic, and you can see how much food we already have here. So, not food, gold. So I'm going to take these villages off of gold now and come over onto here, and we're going to start buying ourselves a second town center. We have hardened spearmen or veteran spearmen, so just live the dream. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to buy ourselves stone when we can afford it, like, because we're not spending it on anything else, basically. Let's come back. And now we can chuck this up. I give this a thing. Give me more stone when I can. And there we go. Perfect amount of stone. And we just need that extra wood. This guy can possibly just come over here. And, oops. I don't want to build archers. I want to build... Oh, what the hell? What did I do there? I don't know. Okay. Apparently these villages are being dumb. Build a town center. Build that here. All right, and now we can start getting ourselves these crossbowmen, and fantastic. And honestly, we just play super defensive. Like, we're not looking for a win. We're looking to get to this point in the game where we've got a strong army. We've got crossbowmen. We've got spearmen. We've got all this gold. We've got a siege works coming up to build springolds. You know, give our opponent the map control. I don't care. Let him do what he wants. We're probably in the strongest position we'll ever be. Like there's no way for him to win if we get this. If we get... Oh, where's the relic? Hello? If we get this... I was wondering why my resources weren't like so bonkers. But if we get these 3 relics here, we just win, basically. Like I don't, and we can also get these upgrades here, because you get all the stuff. Fantastic. And we just keep getting these archers out. We can also get ourselves upgrade to, we can get this as well if we wanted to. Like, it's just, we're just going to have an excessive amount of resources coming in. You guys are on food. Fantastic. That's what we want. And you can see all this wood here just comes into extra military buildings. Keep getting these. Get some more of these. And we can start getting ourselves springolds. It's just bonkers economy for this point in the game. And because it's bonkers economy, you need to remember to have a lot of buildings. You need to remember to have a lot of buildings. If you don't have a lot of buildings, you're not going to be able to spend the resources. And you can see how many I've got coming up here just in anticipation for all of the resources I'm going to have. And we also need to get an armory as well at some point here. If I build an armory, fantastic. And more Springolds. And we just live the dream. And here we go. Alright, that's fine. This is good. Alright. And honestly, like, I mean, it's AI, so we can go and kill him now. So, I'm going to leave it here. This is the general strategy. At this point, you're in the game. You're ready to play a really solid game. You can improve on this as much as you want, getting all the upgrades, doing all the good things. But this is the strategy here. You can go in. This strategy also works with archers. So you can, instead of going horsemen or instead of going pikes, you can go archers, horsemen. You can go archers, pikes. It really depends on what you're playing against. But this is definitely a strong strategy to go in against the French for sure. I'm going to leave this here. I'm not going to finish this game off and go kill him, but you can just see the resources and plus 900 gold a minute. Look at the other resources. They're also plus 900 and I've got 0 on this. So these are like 20 villages both basically. So it's just so much ridiculous amount of economy. You also can get mangonels as well as springolds, more of these crossbowmen, and the resources just get spent so quickly here. I don't have to worry about anything. Everything kind of just works and we just keep on expanding, keep getting more stuff. And we just get this death ball army with a ridiculous economy that our opponent cannot keep up with no matter what they do. And you win the game. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video and you like this build and you give it a try and you get some success with it, definitely leave a comment, leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next video.